Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Führerreich, playing as the Deutsches Reich. We are, well, actively destroying Poland and all their friends. We're probably going to grab Romania in the picture as well. That would be quite nice for us. I am lacking a little bit in the trains and the tank department. We're going to go for a few more of those. But otherwise, we're producing most of the equipment that I really care about. What I'm really hoping we're going to do in the next few months is go for a level of medium tank, and then we can start really prepping for a war against the French. That could be nice. Extra tank organization and speed and stuff. This doesn't do me a lot of good yet, but I'll go ahead and unlock it anyway. Might as well. Should be just about done here in Lithuania. They'll be falling momentarily. That's it. Thank you. Okay, so the Kingdom of Lithuania is gone. So that's one puppet liberated from the Poles. Clear the rest of them out, and goodbye, my friends. All right, then we take all of our planes. All of you go here, just to make sure that we are back in the green. We can move them later, as needed. Now we should be able to push. German troops surround Warsaw. Yes, indeed. After a quick campaign into Poland, German troops have surrounded the Polish capital of Warsaw. Bada bada boom. All right, so these guys won't be lasting too long then. Another ace pilot, what do you know? Hey, can you guys, like, push just like this? No, like, fight together if you have to, but we can encircle a large number of troops if you can pull this off. What's the issue here? We're trying to do some bridges. Hold bridge. They got decent attack. My soft attack is garbage because it's nighttime and we're doing a river crossing. Yeah, admittedly, river crossings hurt. Also, they're going for last stand, which only lasts for a few days. Tell you what, sit back, wait for them to exhaust themselves in their last days, their last stand. Get your organization back up. And then go. That should be a little bit more likely to work this time. Maybe a little bit, not by much. My hope is just to encircle all these units and start making a push down here to Romania. I would like to take a little territory from Romania because then, even if they're not a major war participant, we'll be able to eat them. And they are not a major war participant. So my fear is I'm going to take out Poland and then this is going to fail. I don't suppose I can call in Turkey. I could, but I don't see Turkey doing anything useful. Yeah, we may not be able to get Romania in this. Maybe. Well, we'll see. More air superiority, naval mission efficiency. I guess I'll take it. It's not that good, but whatever. Fate of Denmark. Mexico declares war on the U.S. They're national populist. Wait, with synarchist, I assumed you guys would be some variant of socialist. Also, why does the U.S. have the Baja Peninsula? I do not know, but they do. Okay, alliance with Sweden. Yeah, I mean, Sweden will say yes, right? The fact that I'm in the middle of a war won't dissuade them in some way, right? Probably. Sweden likes me, right? No, they don't. Let's improve relations a little bit. Just a little. Again, I don't even know if this makes a difference. Completely honest with you, I have no idea if this does a dang thing. But it seems like the right thing to do, right? Maybe. We're already making some tactical bombers. We should be making some anti-air. Let's start making more. I could use a little bit more anti-air for some piercing and also just guarantee I've got that air superiority going. But after that, if I'm honest, like, fighters and close air support are still the way to go. Like, I want to stack up as much of that ground attack as we can. We've already got some very juicy modifiers for that, so, like, why not? I don't think you guys are going to be able to win this fight easily, but we'll try. Let's flank them. So, air support, enemy air superiority. You have air support, though? Yeah, they do. All of you now move here and get a little bit... No, I can't get closer. No, these airfields are mine. But we can go here. I'm just trying to increase our range so we're more effective in the area I care about. Around Warsaw. So now we should have a slightly better advantage. They still got air support. Not too sure what's happening with all that, but all right. So, okay, let's think about this for a quick second. First, how's my equipment? Mostly fine, so we're holding our ground there. First off, I should note that our front lines are extremely messed up. So let's do this, and this, and this. If we're gonna have everybody, let's actually have everybody, okay? You're the wrong one, but these guys, no. Make sure you assign them here. So the goal is to just set foot in Romania. That is all I care about. Set foot into Romania. Don't take the capital. And in fact, let's pull you down here so you fight more effectively together like this. Let's get a lot of troops stacked up over here. Now, fighting around a bunch of mountains is terrible, but I'm hoping we can mostly follow the railroad over here. And if I take a single province from here, I think that technically is enough that Romania, once the war ends, will have to surrender fully and we'll be able to take all of them. Or at least make a puppet. Now, that is something we should consider, right? This is created by fans of Kaiserreich, so they may follow similar rules where I can't just, like, take land, but rather, I have to release a bunch of puppets. So it's maybe less about blobbing on the map and a lot more about instead just, like, having a sphere of influence. But we'll see. More ace pilots promoted, that's great. Trying to push through their tanks, it's not going great. Can we possibly extend you guys out a little bit like this, maybe? Alliance with Sweden, we'll see what they say. Ownership of Hamburg? Ban Danes from Holstein politics. Well, there's nothing we can do over there. I could start to antagonize the Entente. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and tax the Kiel Canal. Yeah. I'm sure that's going to make a lot of people angry, but like, all right, whatever. More air superiority seems good. Recent arms sale with Yemen. Man, we're selling our guns all over the dang place. This is outstanding. We are not making very good progress here against Poland anymore. Could get a trade on you. You're somewhat offensively oriented. Go ahead and get some extra army experience on you, I guess. Trying to push down these tanks. Not making great progress, but we're starting to push through them a little bit. Come on, you can get through it. I know you can. There we go. And Poland capitulates instead. Oh, but I do get to take Romania. Not sure why. Maybe it's because I actually fought some of their troops, but there you go. So I should be able to take everything here because there were no other participants invited into this war, so I don't have to worry about sharing the war score. Which, I'll be honest, is a nice feeling. Just gonna pass a few times and make this fast. Take all states. Romania is gonna be awkward, but all right. There we go, take all states. Done. All mine. How is world tension only at 35%? Blitzkrieg. Yeah, that's only good if I actually have tanks to take advantage of it, though. Resource gain seems fine. So, are we gonna have to release a lot of this? I don't know. Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Okay, hang on. The question of Romania is exactly... It is exactly like Kaiserreich. So do I lose some base stability and war support and spend power? Honestly, in exchange for things like free oil, I think the answer is yes. Eric Blair, Tides of Revolution. The British writer known as Eric Blair released Tides of Revolution, the plots being shocking and controversial. British sailors, Great War, which the Entente won. Yeah, this is just another stab at the alternate history thing. Which is basically Kaiserreich, which is basically from us. It gets a little confusing after a while, I'll admit. You are a balanced leader. I'm gonna make you an ambusher. I think we'll go for at least another defensive general. So, we need to rethink some of these front lines, for sure. What I want to do probably is have a front line against Ukraine. And I'm thinking something like this would make sense. Because we're now about to have the option to go to war against them. Right? So it would make sense to try for it. And then we'll set you guys up to also do something like this. Get up to Kyiv, take the river. We'll go from there. All right, so everything we got, go there, and you guys go here. Okay. So I'm going to keep a bunch of these factories Now, of course, this is going to cost me, you know, a fair bit of, like, manpower and stuff as far as taking care of some of these folks. So what we should do is go to the cavalry and swap these guys out to have military police. I don't really see any reason to care about some of this. Do I want to spend experience on it, though? I guess it's cheaper to just have cavalry on here, but, like, that's fine. So let's save this. This at least has some decent suppression value. Save that. I'll add on more cavalry later if I can, because it saves me a lot of equipment. You guys, we swap out. Be the cavalry brigades. There we go. And now we're going to have to start building up a fair bit of compliance. Why is Hungary considered to be compliant? Some of the territory I took is apparently Hungarian? This one? I'm surprised, but okay. I'm not displeased about it. So you can take that to the bank. All right, factory's getting sabotaged. I haven't yet seen an event as far as, like, choose what happens to Poland and stuff. Is it because I got cores? I'll bet you that's it. Because I got cores, I think I get to keep all this. We don't care about Lithuania or Poland. No. It's not a timed event, so I don't have to make any decisions on this sucker. So, like, why do it? Why do it? I might as well just enjoy a bunch of freebies. I've got a fair bit of political power. Let's expand out my oil, because I know I'm going to need it, and having more is nice. We can tax the Kiel Canal. Did Sweden join my alliance, by the way? Aw, darn. You're telling me if I want to attack Ukraine, I need to have Poland as a puppet. Alternatively, do this. Make them like me, and then we demand they become an ally. We could just ally with them. I could also demand the rest of the Baltics join. But let's start with Ukraine. I'd like for them to submit before the USSR has a chance of grabbing them. The USSR, by the way, who have been at war down over here for a pretty long while. Trotsky, you are just not a very effective leader. Give it up. Give it up, I tell you. Nationalize foreign industry. No. Boost Volkism? Yeah, but we're already pretty popular. 60% of my populace supports me. Like, Maintenance companies would be helpful. We could potentially go to, let's say, our Panzer divisions. Toss on some of that maintenance. They don't even have engineers. Let's fix that. And maybe some support artillery? Sure. Hate to spend the army experience, but let's do it. That'll make these guys at least a little bit better. They're still not outstanding, but they're better. 131 soft attack, nothing compared to just raw artillery. But they have some survivability and they have speed. So that counts for something. Logistically, how are we doing? Still missing some trains, and we're not building them fast enough. So let's go ahead and start building trains faster. I need to keep that supply up and running. With this all taken care of, better military police, might as well. We're gonna have to deal with these guys, and it saves me manpower and equipment, so like whatever. Let's get some better suppression values out of it. I'm about to conquer more people anyway. Signal companies, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Don't need any of that. Don't care about anti-tank. 1940s is when you start wishing you had a lot of different things. Like, that's when it starts going nuts. I am repairing a frick ton, by the way. Let's try getting some radar in a few strategic locations. I'll want that. We're still working on a few more military factories, but like, look at this. This is a lot being repaired, dude. Yeah, it seems like the Indian revolt gave up. Aw, no! I was excited to see all that. Ah, dang it. Dang it. The British win again. Ugh. It's always the British. Always with the winning. So, Sweden, you did not join my faction, and it makes me sad. Why did you not join my faction? Would you like to join my faction? They're not as far off as I thought, but their non-aligned neutrality is kind of preventing it. Dang it, Sweden. Oh well. What's this? Ooh, wait a minute, I didn't even notice this. Denmark submitted to me. Now they're the Arcade Denmark. Very different. Very different, really. Yeah, I didn't even notice that one happen. That's fun. Anything else we want to do here? You know, I'll just go ahead and research logistics companies. I know I'm not using them yet, but like, logistics companies are good. Reducing supply consumption is good, and it's something I know I'm going to want at some point soon, so we might as well. All right, Ukraine, you saw what happened last time to the people who did not submit to my will. I know you're ruled by social democrats, but there's a surprising number of national populists. Thank you, Italian Libya and Venezuela. Very nice. I want you to put them in charge. Join me. And we will rule together as father and son. Something like that, I don't know. Well, now we just sit back and wait for a little bit. This will be fun. By the way, I was looking at my, I was editing some videos not too long ago, and I was looking at my face like a vain person. I don't normally really care about that too much. But it's like, I don't know. I don't want to toot my horn or anything. But to me, it's fairly obvious that I have lost weight since I recorded, like, let's say even like 3 or 4 years ago. Face isn't quite as rounded. You can see a little bit of an arch in my chin here. Things that didn't used to be a thing. It's kind of nice. I'm curious, by the way. All right, for those of you who don't know my age, all right, how old do you think I am? I know some of you know. This isn't for you. Shut up. And I know some of you guys are the type of people who have to go, like, look it up because you want to sound smart even though you cheated. This isn't for you either. For those of you who don't know, I'm just guessing. How old do you think I am? Based on the way I talk and all that stuff. I'm not fighting the Soviet Union right now, by the way. That's an absolute fat nope. Hey, can I declare war on you? So wait, you could just say no and there's no consequences? Well, that sucks. Anyway, don't spare my feelings. If you think I'm 40, say I'm 40. I'm hoping not, but if you think I am, I don't know, I'm just kind of curious. It doesn't actually matter. I'm not, like, insecure enough where I'm worried about it. But I'm curious how old you guys might think that I am if you didn't know the answer already. Let me know. All right, let's see. We got a fair bit of anti-tank, plenty of motorized coming in, not a lot of light tanks. We're making some. Close air support. Honestly, if more factories are in place and we still don't have access to mediums, then the answer is clear. What we do, we just make a frick ton of CAS. Lots of CAS. That's the way to go, man. Let's see. It's only a few months till 1940. I could spend my army experience getting armored spearhead, but I think I'm going to want some of that army experience to make a new medium tank. So I'm going to hold off on that for a minute. South Africa wants to join. Okay. They declared empire. I mean, why not? Sounds good. So wait, if I can't do anything to Ukraine, well then I guess you're just gonna die to the USSR, have fun with that. You know what I'm gonna do instead? Send a bunch of troops up over here to scare the crud out of Latvia and Estonia and say, you will submit to me, please? All your base are belong to us? And we'll see what happens. Now see, some of these phrases and these like, these references I'm making, like all your base are to belong to us, that ought to age me, if you didn't know. I guess I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm 31 years old, I'm almost 32. That's how old I am. So if you are in that ballpark, good for you. You figured it out. I'm an old fogey, that's what I am. Max entrenchment is what we got on this field marshal. Bleh. Bleh. Anything else? Logistics? Yeah. Max planning speed. I do like supply consumption reduction, we'll take you. I probably could get ambusher and stack up the entrenchment and make this into a defensive field marshal, and that really wouldn't be a bad plan. Could do that. Hey, someone else like refuse to submit to me so I can declare war. I want more army experience, please. My wannabe Prussian soldiers are very eager for the chance to kill some folks. So by all means, make my day, please. By the way, we can stop importing this oil. We've actually got a little bit of oil now that I own Romania, so that's gonna help a lot. Sweden now wants to join. Hey, Sweden, we welcome you. Welcome to the Stahlspakt. Okay, so we've created a faction. It's a pretty decent faction. And we might be able to add a couple more in here. And then the question is, when do I say screw it, let's go kill France? The answer should be soonish, probably. I should consider maybe altering a few more troops. Let's go ahead and get, dang it all to heck and heck. All right, let's just go ahead and get all you guys, at least toss some artillery into you if nothing else. You guys, probably the same sort of deal. Why do I have a motorized company, I wonder? I don't know. That always sounds like he's saying shoot her, by the way. I just think of Jurassic Park. Shoot Shooter! Shooter! Jurassic Park. Did not see that in the theaters. I'm not that old. It's just, you know, it's a classic. Resistance to occupation. What? La Resistance? From whom? The Romanians and the Poles? Who do you freaking think you are? I don't know. Hey, we're about to pressure those Baltic states. I recommend you join. I suspect the reason they're not going to join actually has less to do with whether they like me and more to do with their ideology. Like, let's see. Estonia might join. I'll bet you Latvia says no. Latvia says no. Estonia also says no. Okay. Well, I have annex war goals. So, you goofed. That's the simplest way I can put it. You goofed, and now you're gonna die. One at a time, so I don't have to fight all of you at the same time. But now you're gonna die. So ownership of Hamburg, blah, 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 strike the Soviets. I mean, I'm curious, like, how strong do we think you are? Strong. So that's not a fight really worth me taking on right now. Ownership of Hamburg, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I like the consumer goods, but like, meh. We could go for this and start finally working toward better armor. If I did this, I could also go for better armor. I should have done this sooner now that I think about it. Let's go down this route and see if we can... Oh, hello, Spain. See if maybe we can get a nice research bonus for the medium tanks. Why is that truck pulling up in my house? What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out. Okay, he's turning around. Good. I get suspicious anytime some people come over to my house and they're like in my yard for reasons I was not expecting. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm a very protective homeowner now. Everyone could be a danger to me. There goes Latvia. Thank you for the free equipment. You're mine now. Bye. There's the excavation. All of you up here, please. All of you up here, please. You thought we were done? No. These guys denied me. They told me, no. Did you think I was gonna let them get away with that? Nonsense. They must all die. Horrible deaths. They must all die. All right, let's see. What else we want? I'm going to get, gosh. Is there nothing better for 1939? We could start producing some extra rubber. And oil. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want. I'm of two minds about all this. We do not have the best supply up here, by the way. This is actually a terrible place to stack up this many troops. But they've also got, like, no troops, so, like, let's just go. Go, go. Should be able to win this in, like, no time flat. You guys get up here. You guys get up here. That should be all the victory points. They'll just fall apart. Oh, and some of you guys instead go over this way just in case they take some islands or something. All right. Military factories. Military factories. What do we want? Naval bombers? Tempting. More infantry equipment? Maybe a little bit more support equipment. I don't know. All right, so we'll get into Tallinn. Got Tart. There goes Estonia. Bye. See, these are the kinds of wars I like. Nice, quick, brutal. Perfect. We're up to 54% war score. World tension. War score? No, world tension. We made everyone feel like super tense, like the kind of like butt-clenching tense that we all love to see. All right, we'll start making some more fuel. I've got better military police, so slightly better suppression, which is helpful at a time when I'm about to have a lot of people angry with me. I'm gonna make a better fighter ahead of time. I think fighters are worth it. All these troops are getting into position. Occupation of Estonia. So do we have a collaborative regime or no? They aren't gonna have very much. I don't think it's worth losing the support. So I will have a collaboration regime both of those locations. There we go. So we very forcibly converted these people to an ideology I had never heard of before this series. Volkism. Volka. It's gonna be great. Hey, can I train more troops? Let's do it. Or actually, first... I'm wondering if you need better mountaineers. These guys suck. I'm aside. Okay, let me think for a second. Let's take all my mountaineers. I know they suck, but there's only one war that I really feel like I'll need them for, and it's primarily down over here against Italy in the Alps. Yeah, we obviously have the mountains around not Czechoslovakia, just the Czech Republic, Bohemia, Czechia. But if we're gonna have a bunch of mountaineers, let's assign them where they're gonna get the most value in the Alps. Okay? That's what I go for. So we're gonna train up a couple more of you. And then we're gonna train a bunch of you. We need 8 more to fill that up. Perfect. Okay. Soviet Union finally finished one of their wars. My God, you're embarrassing. Disgraceful! It's almost 1940. I think it's time to go ahead and start researching those medium tanks. And if we're gonna have a 1 year ahead of time bonus, let's save it for when we're actually gonna get some value out of it. A full year at the very least. Medium tanks, so 161 days, but then we can start making those. In the meantime, light tanks are simply going to have to do. All right, so my troops are all getting into position along here. Something I'm gonna do. Do we think... I think I'm just gonna go ahead and build a bunch of forts along the borders of Italy. Reason being, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of troops sitting over here, holding this ground. I think we're gonna focus our effort on trying to take out the Rhineland and then France. So, let's just build forts. Trade with the Turkish state. Why not? They're already in my faction, we might as well have stronger ties. That seems good to me. What else should we do? Industrial renovation. Get free factories. I say free, it's expensive. Let's go for some tungsten, and I think that's fine for now. How else we do on resources? I mean, actually, it was surprisingly okay on tungsten. Chromium could become a problem at some point. I'm gonna go ahead and boost you up. Aluminum maybe at some point, but we're doing okay on a lot of this. Okay, so we got these units all getting trained up, so they'll be strong. When you're done deploying, you're gonna go join up over here. And then... I'll just go ahead and micromanage you guys over here. Boom. Now, I'm not going to go for Czechia right away. I mean, you might think I want to go ahead and push this and do it. And I could. I mean, it is, like, historically time to go for it. But I know that once I've got this done... That seems pretty good. Ooh. Anyway, I know that once I've got this done, though, we can start bullying the crud out of the Entente. Including eventually asking, like, hey, Rhineland, do you want to rejoin me peaceably? Could do that. Demand some territory away from Italy. Like, at some point, we can just choose one of these and bully France and or Italy. Like, I can keep scaling faster than them. I'm not necessarily in a rush. Now, if I'm worried about the USSR attacking me, okay, that changes the equation a little bit. But for the moment, I feel pretty good with what we've got. So I'm not too worried about it. Is there anything else I am missing? Strategic bombers, maybe? Tanks? Not really, if I'm honest. There's not much I'm missing here. I think we got everything I care about. So let's go for some more upgrades for infantry equipment. And I have not taken a look at my dockyards in a while. We're finishing out one of these, and then I'll finally have some free. We've been basically building nothing but subs for a while because I kind of forgot they existed. That's fine, though, because we're almost at 1940, which is the point that I then want to start making the new cruisers, and then I'll be able to start having fun with them. So there's no naval commander? None? Really, though? I get no naval experience? All right, I'm going to just join these navies up. Just for now. Group you all. And let's get an admiral assigned. Positioning. Fine with me. And you, I guess, also positioning. Let's just start doing some exercises. Stretch them glutes. Also, planes. Get a bunch over here. And if we've got the oil, I don't really see much reason not to just go ahead and start training them. Experienced fighters are so much better than regular fighters, or at least so I've been told. I have never actually tested this because I've never bothered, but like in theory, they are actually better. Now, so we're gonna start getting some decent amount of experience. We're gaining a fair bit of XP for the naval exercise. I'm gonna need a lot in order to make the ships that I want, so this will be good for a bit. Army experience looking solid. Let's go ahead and start training these guys up to becoming regulars since I've got the equipment to spare. And basically, we just sit here and we militarize for a bit until such a time that I'm ready to beat the snot out of France. And as long as the UK doesn't join, which it doesn't look like they will, we're golden. I can win the game like right now and then turn my attention to the USSR. How's things going with the US? Oh, they're destroying Mexico. Okay, well, that's not surprising. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.